Ace Impact's remarkable performance in the Prix de Triomphe left an indelible mark on the racing world, raising the question of whether we will ever witness such greatness again. If you weren't present to witness the Prix de Triomphe champion in person, you may have missed an opportunity that won't come around again. As the sun set over the picturesque Bois de Boulogne on that Sunday evening, one couldn't help but reflect on an arc day at Longchamp that mirrored the flawless weather. It was a day filled with brilliance, highlighted by Ace Impact's dominant victory in the main event, commanding wins by Rosallion and Opera Singer in the 2-year-old races, Highfield Princess capturing her first Group 1 victory of the season, and Blue Rose Cen, the Prix de Diane winner, regaining her form in the opera. In the midst of all this, the fact that Frankie Dettori narrowly missed victory, both on the track and in the stewards' room, on his final Longchamp ride was easily overshadowed. The only regret, if any, regarding the arc was the tantalizing thought that, considering the Japanese-trained mare through 7C's 4th-place finish, there's an alternate universe where it was the race of the century. In this alternate reality, Ace Impact and Japan's Equinox, who defeated through 7C's comfortably in June, would have duelled to the finish line. Their respective form against the consistently reliable Westover suggests that there would have been little to separate them over 1.5 miles on good ground. However, Equinox's connections opted to stay in Japan for the Japan Cup, wary of Longchamp's traditionally sticky ground in October. Had they taken the gamble, they would have encountered one of the fastest racing surfaces at the Arc in years. Instead of settling the matter on the track, it's now up to an international panel of handicappers to determine whether Equinox or Ace Impact deserves the title of world's best racehorse by the year's end. They could end up with equal ratings, or Equinox might improve his standing with a convincing victory in the Japan Cup next month. But if ever there was a chance for these two horses to settle the score on the track, it was at Longchamp, and it became evident early on that the Equinox camp was not willing to take that challenge. The likelihood of Ace Impact racing in Japan is almost non-existent, mainly because his season, and possibly his career, began back in January. In fact, there's only a modest chance that he'll grace a racetrack again, which is a slight disappointment for many fans after an otherwise unforgettable Arc weekend. Yet, it's a sad truth in flat racing that the brilliance of a championship-winning performance often reduces the chances of witnessing that horse compete again. Owners sometimes feel that the risk of a defeat outweighs the potential rewards of another victory, regardless of the stage or competition. In Ace Impact's case, the calculations involve the fact that he remains unbeaten and has already demonstrated his versatility by winning the Prix du Jockey Club, French Derby, and the Arc in the same year, despite the classic distance being shortened. With a 1.25 mile classic win already on his resume and an Arc triumph against older horses, winning a race like the Champion Stakes at Ascot later in the month would add only marginal value to his record. While the prize money for Champions Day is attractive, it pales in comparison to what he'll earn for his owners in his early months at stud. Deciding to race on at 4 for another shot at the Arc would be a gracious sporting gesture, but it might not be the decision most racing fans would make in the owner's position. So, if you didn't have the chance to witness Ace Impact's brilliance firsthand, you may have missed a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. However, Arc Weekend will return next year, and although the exceptional weather played its part, it felt like a turning point post-COVID and after some initial hiccups, as the modernized Longchamp reaffirmed its status as a sacred destination for racing enthusiasts worldwide. With or without Ace Impact, it will undoubtedly be the place to be on the first Sunday in October 2024. Subscribe to our channel now and saddle up for thrilling content that'll get your heart racing. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you never miss a stride on our equestrian adventures. Let's ride together.